On this episode of the Wise Counsel Project, we interview Coach Tony Dungy, former football player and Super Bowl winning NFL head coach. Join us as Coach Dungy provides wise counsel to men and women of faith. Thanks for joining us here at the Wise Counsel Project. We're coming to you from All Pro Dad live in Atlanta, Georgia. And here with us is the amazing NFL coach, Tony Dungy. Incredible career in the NFL. Youngest assistant coach at age 25. Youngest coordinator, age 28. You're the only NFL coach to defeat, all 32 teams? And I got to bring this up, the only NFL player to ever throw an interception and catch an interception in the same game.
Well, not the only one, but the last one to do it.
Who
when
else?
They played both ways, a lot of people did it back in the 30s. But since the merger and playing two ways, nobody's done it since then.
Well, since it matters. Well, good with that. Since it matters. Thank you, Coach, for being here with us. We started the Wise Counsel Project based on Proverbs 13:20. And if you don't mind, I would love for you to read this verse, reflect on it, and then tell me, if you would, what it means to you.
Awesome.
Got that highlighted verse
I
there.
love it. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm.
Coach, what does that mean to you?
Well, that's something I look at my mom and dad, and they drilled this home to me when I was young. Be careful who your friends are. Be careful who you follow, because who you're around is going to be what you end up. So if you're around good people, if you're around people that have the right values, that value God and the relationship, that's how you're going to grow. If you're around non-spiritual people, you're going to grow that way. So if you love wisdom and you love learning, you love understanding, and you're searching for that, and that's the company you keep, that's what you're going to find. If you don't like wisdom, if you like recklessness and foolishness, there's plenty of places to find that too. So this is something we talk to our kids about a lot. How are you going to walk? What counsel are you going to find?
And how do you pass that wisdom on to your players?
I think you talk about the same things, that, hey, we become a team. On our team, we're going to select players, not only based on how they play, but based on who they are, because I don't want to bring guys onto the team who are going to destroy what we're trying to get. I don't want to bring guys who aren't looking for wisdom and aren't looking to make good decisions, because I don't want them influencing everyone else. So if we bring the right type of players on the team and we spend all our time with each other searching for one goal, we're going to be in good shape. But if guys have different agendas and they want to walk over here and they want to do different things, it's going to take away from what we're trying to accomplish.
And at the NFL Combine, that you talk about the speed, the jumping ability. How much does character and integrity really come into play when you're drafting a player?
On the good teams, I think it comes into play quite a bit. I can remember going there and everybody's looking at how tall this guy is, how high he can jump, how fast he is. And I wanted to try to find out about the players. And I remember we drafted Dallas Clark, a tight end from Iowa, #1. And when he came to our office, he said, "I was so surprised that you drafted me, because I didn't even think you were interested. You, in the 15-minute interview, you didn't ask me anything about football. You're asking me about my family and about this and how I think and different. You didn't ask me about how many plays I wanted to play or how I wanted to catch the ball." And I said, "Dallas, that's what I wanted to find out. I want to know about you as a person. Are you going to fit into how we do things?" Because that was important to me.
And as a head coach, I know you always preached about being uncommon, and you've written several books on that, and I love the books. Tell us what you mean by being an uncommon man.
My college coach, Cal Stoll, I was an 18-year-old freshman, and he talked about, hey, we're looking for winners. Winners can't be average. Winners do things differently. And the common man will do just enough to get by. The uncommon man will sacrifice and do things at a higher level. And how can you be uncommon? Well, you can have a talent that God has given you that no one else has, or you can have the desire inside you to do the things that everybody else could do, but most people won't. And I always remembered that. And so that's what I was looking for. Yeah, it's great to have uncommon talent, but that's only 1% of the whole world. The other 99% of the guys on our team, I wanted that uncommonness to be that desire, that attitude to sacrifice, to go the extra mile, to be a great teammate, to buy into the program and put others first. If we had that, then we're going to build a great team, and that's how we were going to be uncommon.
It's like the old question, how fast do you have to be to outrun a bear? Faster than the guy next to you. How do you motivate the guys to do that? And have you seen it become more difficult over time?
We seem to be in an age of entitlement, especially with great athletes. You kind of come in with the sense that I don't have to do what everyone else does. I'm talented. I can get by doing my own thing. The rules don't apply to me. And that is so far from a championship team. To get that championship team, it's got to be, we're all in this together. We are all going to give our best effort for each other. And you find enough guys like that, you're going to win. But it seems like that attitude is harder and harder to find these days.
And you wrote about it in Uncommon, Finding Your Path is Significance. And I love this quote. Our young men today are falling into a trap. Society is telling them material success is what's important. But if we buy into that idea, we can spend a lifetime chasing that success and never really have the positive impact on people that would make our lives truly significant. Coach, how do you define success?
Well, I look at success as this. Have I done absolutely all I could do with the gifts that God gave me? If I have, then that's been a successful and a significant life. And there are many people that God has given a great deal of talent. They do some unbelievable things, but they didn't barely scratch the surface of what God gave them. And then there's other people who are maximizing every bit of talent, information, attitude that God gave them. And to me, those are the truly successful guys. So that's how I always measured it.
And those are the people you want to be around. You see them busting their rear ends every day to be the best they can be.
That's who makes your teams great. That's what makes your championship team. And we always look for that. Every place that I was, I thought that was so important, building that right type of chemistry and building it with players that care about each other. And the other thing is the character and the integrity. I used to tell my players, hey, we're going to have 53 guys on the team, and I want the moms and the kids in this city to be able to say, I want to be like so-and-so, and I don't care who it is, and I'm okay with that. I don't want that mom to say, Joe Smith is my favorite player, and I have to say, oh no, tell him not to be like Joe Smith. Pick someone else. I don't want that. I want, no matter who that young kid picks, to be able to say, that's great, follow him, do what he does, and you're going to be okay.
Thanks for listening to today's episode of the Wise Counsel Project. If you enjoyed it, please consider rating us on iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher Radio. And for more information about the Wise Counsel Project, visit us on the web, wisecounselproject.com. You can also follow me on Twitter @Gary Martin Hayes. Thanks for listening, and God bless.